tired of waking up to a puddle in the living room? Are you cleaning the house more than actually playing with your puppy? I know it's frustrating, but here's the secret. Your puppy isn't doing it on purpose. They just don't understand where their bathroom is. In this video, I'm going to show you how to take any puppy and through a 7-day military operation, make them understand that potty is strictly for the outdoors. No yelling, no anger, and plenty of treats. Ready? Let's dive in. Before we start the countdown, we have to prepare the house. This is a stage where most people fail because they give the puppy too much freedom too soon. The first and most important thing is restricting space. You must understand your dog's psychology. Puppies have an ancient survival instinct called the den instinct. They won't soil the place where they sleep or eat. The most common mistake is letting a puppy roam the entire living room. To them, the living room isn't a den. It's just a giant open field where one corner can be for play and another for a bathroom. To win in 7 days, you must use a puppy playpen or a crate. It's not a punishment. It's your way of defining what home is for them. The smaller the space, the stronger their instinct not to go inside becomes, and they will hold it until you take them out. The second thing is enzymatic cleaner, and this is critical beyond belief. This is where most dog owners make their biggest mistake. They clean with bleach. Why is this a mistake? Because bleach contains ammonia, and puppy pee also contains ammonia. When you clean with bleach, you're essentially leaving a giant scent signpost for the puppy that says, "Pee here." Puppies have a sense of smell 40 times stronger than ours. Even if the floor looks sparkling clean and smells like lemons to you, they still smell the urine residue. An enzymatic cleaner is the only thing that actually breaks down the odor molecules at chemical level and removes the evidence completely. Without it, you're fighting a losing battle. And one last thing, the currency we'll use to pay the puppy: treats. Don't use their regular dry kibble. It's boring to them. To potty train in 7 days, you need high-value treats, something they don't get at any other time. This could be small pieces of boiled chicken, yellow cheese, or high-quality training treats from the shop. We're going to implement a simple economy here. For every time they go potty outside, they get a massive bonus. The goal is for them to think, "Wow, peeing on the grass is the most profitable thing I did today." The tastier the treat, the faster the learning. This is the most important part of the video, so listen closely. It's called the 15-minute rule. This rule is going to be your Bible for the next week, and it's based on your puppy's simple biology. There are 3 critical moments when your puppy must go outside immediately. If you miss even one of them, you're opening the door for an accident that will set the whole process back. First, the very second they open their eyes from a nap. It doesn't matter if it was a long night's sleep or a quick 10-minute afternoon snooze. The moment a puppy wakes up, their systems switch from rest to action instantly, and their bladder is ready to go. You don't have time to put on shoes or make coffee. You pick them up and get outside the second they stretch. Second, exactly 15 minutes after they eat or drink. A puppy system works like a fast-moving conveyor belt. As soon as new food enters the stomach, the body triggers a reflex that pushes whatever's already in the intestines out to make room. This 15-minute window is your golden time. If you wait half an hour, you'll find yourself cleaning the floor instead of celebrating outside. And third, immediately after they finish playing or getting excited. During play, adrenaline levels rise, and physical activity puts pressure on the bladder and bowels. A puppy gets so focused on the ball or the toy that they don't even realize they need to go. But the moment the game ends and they relax, the pressure hits them all at once. So, finish playing? Get outside immediately. Don't wait for them to whimper at the door or give you a clear sign. They're puppies. They don't know how to link that internal feeling to the door that leads outside yet. They will simply turn around and go right where they're standing. The responsibility is on you. Don't wait for a sign. Just take them out and give them the opportunity to succeed. During days 1 to 3, you're entering full bootcamp mode. Our goal for these 3 days is simple: 0 accidents inside and maximum success outside. We want to start rewiring your puppy's brain from scratch. This means you essentially become a human alarm clock. You'll be working according to a whatever comes first schedule. Your safety net is taking the puppy out every 2 hours on the dot. even if they seem calm or are sleeping. Why every 2 hours? Because we don't want to wait for their bladder to be completely full. We want to create a situation where every time they need to go, they are already on the grass. And this is but the 15-minute rule we discussed earlier always overrides this 2-hour window. If your puppy just ate, you don't wait for 2 hours to pass since the last trip. You go out within 15 minutes. If they woke up from a nap after only 30 minutes, you go out immediately. Your schedule is basically out every 2 hours at the latest, or immediately when one of the triggers, eating, sleeping, or playing, occurs. This is the only way to prevent accidents before they even happen. Now, pay close attention to how you behave outside, because this is where most people make mistakes. When you go out for a potty trip, this is not the time for games, running, or meeting other dogs. If you start playing, the puppy will get overstimulated and forget they even had to go. Then, the second you get back home and they relax, the pressure will hit and they'll go right on your carpet. The solution is a boredom method. Go to a fixed spot, stand still in one place, and give them only the radius of the leash. Don't move. Let them sniff the same 5 inches of grass until they get bored enough to focus on their business. The moment you see them starting to go, that's when you introduce your command word. Whisper "go potty" or "business" in a calm tone to link the word to the physical action in their mind. And when they finish, this is the part where you lose all shame. You need to become a one-person cheerleading squad. I'm talking about winning an Oscar levels of excitement. Good boy! High-pitched happy voice, and immediately, within 2 seconds max, a super tasty treat and a pat on the head. Your puppy needs to feel like they just did the most amazing thing in the world. This combination of extreme boredom before and a party after is what will make them beg to go outside by day 4. By days 4 to 7, we begin to shift our approach. If you follow the steps correctly during the first 3 days, your puppy is starting to understand the connection between the grass outside and that delicious reward. Now, our goal is to start trusting them a little more, but always with one eye on them. Crucial warning, the biggest mistake you can make at this stage is giving too much freedom too soon. Just because they've had 2 accident-free days doesn't mean they are fully house-trained. The golden rule for these days is, if you cannot look your puppy in the eye, they must go back into their puppy pen or crate. Don't leave them alone in the living room while you're in the kitchen. That's exactly when they'll slip away to a corner and have an accident. To succeed, you need to become an expert in your dog's body language. Learn to identify the pre-accident signs that appear right before they go. Intense sniffing of the floor, circling rapidly in one spot, restlessness, or suddenly leaving their toy to run to another part of the room. The moment you spot this, don't ask questions. Just pick them up and get outside immediately. My strongest tip for these final days is scheduled feeding. Do not leave a food bowl out for free feeding all day. An open buffet means their digestive system will work at unpredictable times. On the other hand, food at fixed times means their bathroom breaks will be predictable like a Swiss watch. If they eat at 8 a.m., you know they must be outside by 8:15. This gives you total control over the schedule and prevents surprises. What if you catch them red-handed? If you catch them in the act, use the interrupt and redirect method. Say a sharp, short no to surprise them and stop the flow. Then immediately pick them up and run outside. Keep it neutral and serious during the transition. The Oscar-winning party only happens once their paws touch the grass and they finish the job there. This teaches them that while peeing inside is an oops that gets interrupted, finishing outside is the most rewarding thing in the world. In addition, start expanding their territory gradually. If they have been limited to only one room so far, give them access to another small part of the house, but only under supervision. If they manage to keep the new area clean, they will begin to realize that the entire house is their den, and their instinct not to soil will extend the whole apartment. This is the stage where the magic happens, and they start waiting by the door on their own. But what do you do if, despite everything, an accident happens? This is where many dog owners get confused and make mistakes that can set training back by weeks. Let's break it down. There are 2 scenarios, and your response to each must be completely different. Scenario 1, you find an old puddle or a pile in the living room. If you didn't see the puppy do it with your own eyes at that exact moment, you do nothing. Don't yell, don't say shame, and under no circumstances should you rub their nose in it. Why? Because a dog cannot link your current anger to an action they performed 10 minutes ago. They will simply think you are crazy or scary, and it will only make them hide better the next time they need to go. Simply put them in another room so they don't see you cleaning, preventing them from turning into a game, and clean thoroughly with your enzymatic cleaner. Scenario 2, you catch them red-handed in real time. This is where the interrupt and redirect method we discussed comes in. The goal is to break their mental flow. The moment you see them starting, say no or hey in a sharp, short, and surprising tone. The goal isn't to scare them to death, but to create a "what was that?" effect that causes their bladder muscles to contract instinctively and stop the flow. Immediately after, pick them up. Lifting creates a sense of instability that causes most puppies to stop the action entirely. Now run outside with them. Don't worry. They won't think being picked up is a reward. At this stage, you remain silent with no petting or smiles. You are simply the taxi, taking them to the right place. They will get the Oscar party only when they finish the job outside. Even if they squeeze out just one more drop once their paws touch the grass, that is when the big celebration, the treat, and the praise happen. In this way, you are teaching them the most important lesson. Peeing inside is unpleasant and gets interrupted halfway, but peeing outside is the most rewarding thing in the world. Potty training in 7 days requires a lot of consistency, but it's worth it for a lifetime. If these tips helped you, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more training guides. Let me know in the comments, how old is your puppy and what's your biggest challenge with them right now? I answer everyone. See you in the next video.